We want to welcome to the podium now Rich Youngblood. Rich is in every fight you can possibly want a warrior in. A friend that I made several years ago. Right now, Rich is working for Concerned Veterans of America, and veterans are very concerned about this. So, Rich, come on up, talk.
Thank you, Bev. Could I just ask real quick if you're a veteran, would you rise so we can acknowledge you? Thank you for your service. For veterans, this issue is personal. You know, I spend a lot of time throughout the country and with my team here in Ohio, and a lot of them have spent a lot of time in Iraq. And just down here in Cuyahoga Falls, Daniel Crabtree, a Special Forces Green Beret, lost his life in 2006. And he left his daughter here without a father now. And the reason he did that was because an IED that Iran built. So for a lot of the guys that now have legs missing and so many other things, and many of them that never came back, like Daniel, it's personal. They spent a lot of time out there working their hearts out with good intentions, only to see somebody now kick them in the face with a policy like this. A policy that's going to reward the people that maim them? Is that what we're looking to do? I don't think so. You know, how does this affect every one of you guys? What happens and how do you actually bring this home to, how does it impact you in your life here? We can talk about the things and how it matters globally, but does it make you more safe or less safe? What about your family? What about your kids? Where does this deal put you guys? As it spurs this race now to find other ways to even put more money into terrorist groups, where does that leave us? And what's the likelihood that we're going to have to call on our men and women again in even a worse situation, and we're going to have even more come home in a worse situation than what we already see? It's bad policy. We've forgotten who our allies are. We've forgotten our relationship with Israel. We've forgotten our other allies in the region. And now we're like working with our enemies? You know, it's just not making any sense at all. And what's more important is that our men and women are respected and are put in a situation that they have a chance. And one of the things that this deal does is it really puts our men and women in the military at a really, you can see what's going to happen. And so it's a bad policy. And at Concerned Veterans for America, we are opposed to this deal. And we don't want to see anything else happen to other veterans like what we've seen in the past. And rewarding the very people that created IEDs that have maimed so many of our men and women it's just unbelievable to us. So I'm going to share with you just a couple of things that you guys can do. And I'd like you to take this. And we do a lot of policy work at Concerned Veterans for America. And one of the things I've been really trying to go around the state and around the country and show people is that we need to put pressure on our elected officials, especially on this vote coming up. So how do you do that? How do you do that? Well, I'm going to suggest a couple of tactics to you guys. I don't want you calling your representatives. I want you to call 100 people each to call the representatives. If you go out and you actually make calls to other people and have them call, that will magnify your voice. That will make a difference. So spend your energy, the core group that's here, spend your energy calling other people and having them call, and magnify yourself times 100. That will make a difference. That's a good way to do that. We do that at Concerned Veterans on our issues. We're trying to get veterans health care right now. We had 40 veterans die waiting for health care in Arizona. A lot of the veterans were having to fight for now so they can have their choice in health care are very people that are maimed because of Iran. So the way that we have gone about in doing that, we've been very successful. And all I can tell you, and I encourage you guys to do, is to call other people. Make sure you make a lot of noise. Ask other people. Spend your energy contacting 100 different people to call. And that'll actually give us much more momentum. And the core that's here can do that. And you can be magnified an ungodly amount of people. And that's a good way to do that. I really appreciate you having me with you guys. And I really appreciate all you guys are doing for veterans. Just thank you so much.